My name is Rizky. I live in DC with my husband and a 2-year-old son. I was born and grew up in Jakarta, Indonesia, and I came here when I was 22. I think living in a vibrant community with lots of urban amenities is a major factor. Also, I think not driving everywhere. Instead, we can just head out the door and walk to our favorite restaurants and, walk to grocery store. Just fill our stroller with groceries and perhaps, run into a friend or two along the way. I think that's great. And also keep in mind that, like I said earlier, I was born and grew up in Jakarta for pretty much 22 years. So did my husband. So for us, it's kind of like we don't have any comparison except living in the city. DC metro area has a terrific subway system, and we have such wide sidewalks for pedestrians, strollers, wheelchairs. So we have wonderful museums. We have wonderful parks. Well, for the longest time, we were thinking to move to Arlington or Maryland, just like everybody else's. And that's really because, at work, everybody talks about how they raise their kids like in the suburban areas. But even until now, we talk about it, and sometimes we, when we visit our friends, it's just not us. Big challenges especially for DC residents. Its public education has always struggled, and I think DC also has a limited number of daycare. We live in a condo building, and most of the families with kids, with small children, we have nanny. So, I think, I'm not sure, it really depends on like each family. Like maybe, one family can't afford to have a nanny. And also for the public schools, I know there is a group of parents who have committed improving their neighborhood elementary schools, and with their engagement, DC public school has made dramatic improvements in the past years. I'm just hoping that we will have less families leave the town when their children at school age. But obviously, I know, like I said, I know a lot of people, they decide to leave the area. But as far as for us, I think right now, because Adrian is still such a young age, so I think we still have time to think about it. Our main thing is we want Adrian to have a good memories of his childhood. And we think wonderful childhood is a direct result of having wonderful family. It has little to do with the place.